Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I'll tell you, I am pleased with the snow. I may let George off the hook. I'm not quite sure yet because I'd really like to see a true snowstorm. But since we haven't really had anything in a few years, this is adequate. Anyhow, we do have some news, so we better get into it, shall we? David Smith, the executive chairman of Sinclair Broadcasting, has made headlines by acquiring the Baltimore Sun and all of the little baby sons, like the Capitol. This marks a significant change as it's the first time in nearly 40 years that the newspaper will have a local owner. Smith's motivation for the purchase is the newspaper's focus on local news in the Baltimore area. He said he intends to revitalize the struggling newspaper through technology and community focus. Now, this is not Sinclair actually purchasing it, but it's the chairman of Sinclair as a singular purchase. Sinclair has been criticized for its conservative bent and for requiring anchors across the country to read identical phrases with a conservative slant. We'll see how this works out. In weather-related news, due to the inclement weather, all Anne Arundel County public schools will be opening 2 hours late today. So far, there will be adjustments to morning classes, and they are going to be reevaluating the conditions in about an hour from now. So you want to make sure you follow their social media pages to find out whether school may be delayed further or canceled. Anne Arundel County Community College is holding off opening until noon today. In memory of the tragic events of June 2018, the 13th Wendy Winters Memorial Blood Drive is scheduled for Saturday, February 17th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Annapolis. That's over by the mall. This event honors slain journalist Wendy Winters and encourages individuals to donate blood, potentially saving multiple lives, as she was a huge blood donor herself. Make a difference by scheduling your appointment today. You can do it online at redcross.org. And when it asks for a sponsor code, put in for Wendy. And that's Wendy with an I, W-E-N-D-I. Another date for you, February 11th. Volunteers in Annapolis are going to host the 18th annual Super Bowl lunch for the Lighthouse Homeless Prevention Center. From 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., the Heritage Baptist Church on Forest Drive. Guests can enjoy a donation-only lunch of homemade soups, bread, and salad to support the homeless prevention services. Donations are requested, and all funds raised will benefit the Lighthouse. They're well needed right now at this point. You know they just had a fire. And you are invited, but not required, to wear your favorite NFL team jersey to show support. Again, many thanks to all who continue to sign up for our daily news recap. We are trying to grow our subscribers, so if you can, give it a mention to a friend, a neighbor, or a colleague. It'd be much appreciated. There is a link right here in the show notes, so feel free to forward that as well. And remember, it is free, it's short and sweet, it comes to your email inbox every day at 7 p.m. without any pesky paywalls. And as we start to close out, today is Ticket Tuesday, and today from Ram's Head on Stage, I have a pair of tickets to see the Good Deal Bluegrass Band on Saturday night, and then for you good old Southern blues fans, Eddie 9 Volt on January 28th, and that's a Sunday. If you'd like them, just get in touch with me and ask. And of course, you want to check out ramsheadonstage.com for some of the amazing shows they have coming up. Okay, that's a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us. And to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. So now you just need to hang tight because we have George Young from DCMDVA Weather standing by with your only locally forecasted weather report. All that's coming up for you in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, January 16th. And just like that, winter returned yesterday to the Annapolis region after 720-something consecutive days of not having 1 inch or more of snow fall from the skies above. It finally happened. Streak over. Faith restored. Time to move on. And it was also simple and straightforward, too. Temps were cold. Snow fell. Snow then stuck. And there was no stupid rain-snow line to worry about, nor were there flood watches or flash flood warnings in the region. Just a nice wintry winter's day. And there's very possibly more where that came from on Friday. But first, we'll have cold temps again today as some light snow or even mixed precip finally clears out to the northeast as winds become breezy out of the northwest with a very cold night ahead as AM lows Wednesday drop down into the 10 to 18 degree range across all of Anne Arundel County, which will really cause anything left on regional roadways to freeze solid, with breezy highs Wednesday likely only reaching 30 degrees or so despite plenty of sunshine, with upper 30s expected Thursday, along with cloudy skies, ahead of another potential snowy day Friday, so stay tuned for updates throughout the week as we could see another batch of light to maybe moderate snow with a sunny but cold weekend ahead, with breezy highs Saturday only in the upper 20s to maybe lower 30s in spots, followed by mid-30s or so on Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA weather on Facebook and X for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Ion Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.